All right, everybody, here we are. We're going to play a game of Deus, Rock Me Deus. And Carmen is first player because that's denoted by this thing. And she happened to just have that laying next to her.
I have the special thing.
I have the special thing. And so that means she's first player. So how do you play the game? Well, what you do is that you're given cards here, okay? And cards can serve two purposes. You can either build a building or you can invoke the gods with them, okay? And depending on what kind of card is depends on how you can invoke the gods.
You know,
For instance,
I'm going to build a building.
Well, just cut me right off, why don't you? By the way, did I introduce you? I don't know if I did.
Not.
This is my beautiful bride, Carmen.
Hello.
I don't ever get to show her head because she never puts makeup on for the live plays. So, okay, so Carmen, demonstrate what we're doing here.
I'll build a building. I'm going to put this card down. I'm going to pay 3 gold and 1 wood because that's what it says to pay on the card. Mm-hmm. And the wood doesn't really match for some reason. It's brown and silver.
I hate that.
It gets a little confusing sometimes when you're glancing quickly. Okay, then you build your building. So I'm going to put this anywhere I want.
No, you're not.
Except water. Oh, yeah, it's my first one, so it needs to go on the edge. Wah, wah, wah. I'm going to put it here.
Okay.
Because this says choose a forest with one of your production buildings. Earn 1 wood for each building in this forest. So I'm going to do that right now and get my wood back.
All right, so then that would be her turn. So then what I do is I look at my cards and I decide what I want to do. So I'm thinking I'm going to do one of these here. So it'll be either this one or it's going to be this one. I haven't decided which one yet. Let's read their text on them. Okay, so this one says, and this one says, oh, that's so bad. I like that one. Let's do that one. Okay.
What's he doing?
They're not going to tell you. They're on my side. Okay, so I am going to build soldiers. Okay, you know what's funny? Carmen always goes soldiers in all our games. It's just hilarious. I'm starting this. So this is going to cost 1 stone and 1 food. So I will get my stone and my food, and I'm going to put them on over here. And now I get to take one of my little thingies here, and I get to place it anywhere. Now, the thing you got to remember, you always have to start along the border as your first. Plus, you have to start at least 2 spaces away from an opponent. So that is called illegal. So I cannot place there, which is unfortunate because I would like to try to surround this barbarian camp, make it a little bit pressure on Carmen. And why would that be important? Well, that will make sense here real soon. So I think I am going to go... Ugh, none of these spots are that great. So I think I'm going to go... Nope. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go right there. That makes good sense, I think.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't think it does. So, all right. So that would be then my turn. So then basically it would go back to Carmen, and now she's going to select a card, and now she's going to either build a building again, or she's going to invoke the gods. Carmen?
Okay, I'm going to build this building, which costs 1 wood.
Well, technically, that's not a building.
I pay 1 wood, and I'm going to put this boat adjacent to the building I already have. So it's going to have to go there. And then I could sell stone for 4 gold each. And I don't think I want to do that because it's just going to cost me 4 gold to buy a stone if I need one.
So the reason why she has to place that there is because now you have to place either adjacent or on the same region, okay? Well, boats can't go into land. I mean, come on, they're boats.
You know
They
what?
go
I'm
in water.
going to do it because then, you know, if I have 4 gold, I can get whatever resource I want. So there we go.
The other thing, too, is what we're trying to accomplish is we're trying to completely surround these barbarian camps. Whoever surrounds has the most buildings, or, well, first of all, it'd be a military. Whoever has the most military, once all these regions are filled around the barbarian camp, would get these victory points. If both of us are tied, then it would be whoever has the most buildings around the barbarian camp would then get the victory points. So you want to surround barbarian camps if possible. So Carmen, you all finished up?
Yes.
All right, let's see what I got here again. So I'm not really that thrilled with my cards, to be honest. So I think I might invoke a god. Oh, God. You know what, actually? Let's see if I can do this one. We technically could, but I'm really not that thrilled about it. I think I'm going to do this one instead. Hang on. Where'd it go? This one right here. Okay, so what this is this is a temple, all right? So I'm going to invoke the gods. So what we look down here is that to be able to invoke the gods, you need to discard a colored card. So either a blue, a yellow, an orange, or, I'm sorry, a green, a yellow, an orange, or a purple. Through my camera, that looked like orange. But if you discard a temple, then you can do any one of these. It's like a wild, okay? So I'm going to do that with this one here. So now here's the trick. When I discard this card, I want to choose if I want to place any cards under it. Maybe cards I don't really want. And I think I'm going to. I'm going to place this one. And I'm going to go with this one as well. And I'm going to place those under. Now, why would I do that? Because when you place cards under, it's going to make the invoking more powerful, okay? Because depending on the amount of cards, for instance, this one's here saying if you discard 3 cards, you're going to get 2 gold per card. This one's saying you get, a resource per card. This one is going to allow you to gain a, oh gosh, what is this? I believe it is a one extra, you get to draw one extra card per building you discard.
Right.
This one here lets you gain one victory point if you discard one card, or 2 victory points if you discard 2 cards. This one here is saying that you get to gain any type of building of your choice from anything here. Now, why that's important is because when you do choose one of these, you're going to gain that type of building, because you can only build from your player board out onto the main board. And if you don't have a building here, then, well, those cards, you can't play them, unfortunately. So, all right, so I am going to now discard those. And which god do I wish to invoke? Well, I've got this card here, and I am going to keep that. So I am thinking I'm going to invoke the Trade House God. I don't really know their technical names. So what I do is I do get to gain an additional trade house, and I place that onto my player board here, okay? And I don't usually typically knock over the other ones when I do this, but in this case I will. Now what I also get to do is I get to select 3 resources because I discarded 3 cards of my choice, all right? So I know what I'm going to need for this one. I've already got one of those, but I know I need this other resource as well. So I will gain this, I will take this, and I will go ahead and just grab this as well. Seems how I don't really know exactly what I'm going to need. Now I get to draw back up to 5 cards. I've already got one. Now I gain these other 4 cards, and I place them in my hand. And that helps you to constantly rotate. Now that would be my turn, so then it would go back to Carmen, and you know what you're up to?
I'm going to build this war elephant, which cost me a wheat. And then I'm going to put my little army on the board. And it says, move each of your armies 0 to 2 regions. Each army can traverse enemy or barbarian land regions without stopping. So, I could go 2 regions. I'm thinking I want to move him. And we'll go right there.
Oh, that is mean. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select one of mine. Now, I definitely want to build one of these 3 here. So let's lay those down and let's take a look at them. Okay, so these are all trade house cards, all right? So this is going to give me, ooh, clay for swamps. Carmen didn't hear that. Stone for mountains. And, oh, that's really good, too. Let's go with this one right here first, all right? So we are going to place this one down here, and, of course, we've got to pay for it. So that's going to cost me a wood and a brick. So we got brick, wood. We'll put those over there. Floop, and a floop. And now we take one of our little trade houses. And what I'm going to do is that this building's going to activate, okay? But not until I place mine onto the player board. So I want to place this onto a swamp region, okay? So, oh, God, I didn't realize I'm not even around a swamp region. Oh, God. That was really
so you
stupid.
Can't place it on a swamp.
Well, yeah, that was dumb of me. Why didn't I pay attention to that? I should have done this one first. So we're going to Scooby-Doo. We're going to backtrack. And so that would have cost me just a stone and 3 gold. So, okay, I do have the gold, so we're going to put that over there. All right, and then I think I had a brick I paid for that other one, if I remember correctly. And I still will place my trade house onto the board, but this time I'm going to aim for going for this one. Was it a brick? Okay, so I placed it adjacent to there. Now what it says here is that choose a mountain with one of your production buildings. Earn 1 stone for each building in this mountain. Well, I got one right there, right? So I own gain a stone, and I'll place it over here. Was I correct on gaining that back?
I don't know which card you had.
It was
that one, then...
Yeah, it was that one right there. Right? Yep. Okay, so I was correct then. I gained back my brick. Okay, so that would be my turn, and now it goes back to Carmen's turn again. And you got your stuff all planned out? You know what you're up to?
I am going to invoke...
Oh, who you going to invoke?
I think his name is Ares.
Who cares what their name is?
It's the war god.
Oh, so you're the military one then. Okay. Well, Ares is usually the war god.
Well, yes, but...
This is more Roman, though.
Yeah, this is Roman. I think that's the Greek name. But whatever. Okay, so I discard this card.
You're just doing one?
I'm just doing one, so that allows me to get a building of my choice.
So that allows her, because 1 card, so you could gain... If she discarded like 3 of them, she could have 3 buildings of her choice. But given the fact she only did 1, she'll choose between a boat, a house, a soldier, a trade house, or a science. Then she'll draw back up to 5 cards. And
I will draw 4 cards.
Okay, now this time... Let's see if I can do it this time. It's this one right here. All right, so this time I think I can do this. see. Yes. Okay. So I am now going to build this correct trade house that I wanted to do. And that's going to cost me a wood and a clay. So wood, clay, and let's put them over to there. Clay, wood, backwards. Now I get to place this onto, and this time I am adjacent to a little swampy region, so we're going to place it right to there. Okay. Now one rule is that you cannot place trade houses both in the same region, okay, or any same type buildings. All right, they have to be apart. But like I said, you could place, you know, same type or different types of buildings or units, in this case with him, in the same region. Okay. All right, so I placed it right there. Now what I do is I look, and here's what's cool about when you start stacking these cards, because they start all activating. First, I look at the bottom one. It says, choose a mountain with one of your production buildings. Earn 1 stone for each building in that mountain. Well, I've got one right there, don't I? So I do gain a stone. So now what I do is I look at the next one, and it says, earn 2 clay for each of your production buildings built in a swamp. Well, I got one right there, don't I? So I get... what was it, clay, if I remember correctly? I get 2 clay. So that's what you really want to do. You want to keep trying to stack the exact same type of buildings. Well, not exact same type, but you want to keep building as many of these as you can, because you get to activate each card as you place more down. So Carmen, back to you.
Okay, I'm going to build this workshop, which is going to cost me 1 clay. And I gain 1 building per region with at least 2 buildings of your color. So I'm going to place it there. That has me 2 buildings. And so let's see.
So that activated. So that's going to allow you to just gain 1 of these buildings from her supply. And then she's going to be able to put it on her active player board.
Yeah, I think I will go with... I don't know.
Well, that's a tough decision.
Military.
Military. That is a good choice. Okay, so I accidentally knocked these off a little bit. So here's what I'm going to do now. I think I am going to do my temporary camps. So we're going to do another military. Plop that bad boy there. That's going to cost me a brick and a food. So we're going to pay these over to here. And now I get to take my little military guy. And he's got to go adjacent to somewhere around here. So I'm going to place him right there. What did we just do? What did I do?
Oh, no.
Oh, we completely surrounded the barbarian camp. So everything stops at this moment, and we resolve this. So what we do first is we see, Carmen, do you have any military around the barbarian camp?
No, I do not.
Do I have military?
Yes,
I do. So I get these victory points, and they're going to go over here into my victory point pile, which we already start with some at the beginning of the game. Now what I do is I activate my cards starting from the bottom up. So first off, choose one of your armies and steal 2 gold from each opponent occupying at least 1 region adjacent to your army. So are we adjacent? Yes, we are. Thank you for that payment. I appreciate that very much. Next, what I do is I go to the next one. Move one of your armies 0 to 4 regions. It can traverse enemy or barbarian land regions without stopping. And it can traverse and even stop in water regions with your ships. Well, I don't have any ships out yet, but I can start moving and maybe get this guy out from this hole back here. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh baby, that was sweet. Okay, well, you know, the other thing I could have done is probably move that guy, but that's okay. We'll do another military action later to be able to get that guy out of that hole. So all right, so Carmen, it is your turn. So what are you gonna do?
I'm going to invoke this god.
Is that the trade house god?
Yes, 3 cards.
Okay. So that would allow her then, she's going to gain an additional trade house, plus she's going to get 3 resources of her choice. Very powerful, very good. Helps you keep building things. So let's see what I got here. We can do this one right here, guys. But don't tell Carmen. Shh, it's our secret. Okay, so she's got her cards drawn. That means you're all finished up?
Yes.
All right. So what we're going to do is this one right here. Okay, we're going to flip this over. And that's going to cost me 1 brick and 3 money. By the way, Carmen, thanks for that money. You helped me build this. All right, so now what I do is I'm going to take my little trade house. Our house, in the middle of our street. Now, I want to be able to place this adjacent. You know, maybe to here. But I'm thinking because this thing is going to work off brick, or choose some, you know what? I don't have to do that. I am going to build it right there. And now what I do is I start from the bottom up. So first off, a mountain produces 1 stone. So I do get 1 stone for that one. And I'll put that over in my supply. Wow, I got a lot of stone. Next, I will produce 2 clay for each of your buildings that are production buildings in a swamp. Well, if I would have put it there, I would have gotten 4 clay, but I don't know. I'm just afraid of putting too many in the same spots, you know. These are how you gain your resources. And if you're all in the same area, all you're going to do is keep producing the same type of resource. You don't really want to necessarily do that. Last but not least is this one. Choose a swamp with 1 of your production buildings. Earn 1 clay for each building in that swamp. Well, I choose you, Pikachu. So I do gain an additional clay. So lots of clay and stone going on over here. Unfortunately, I wish I had a little bit of other stuff. So, Carmen, back to you. Do you know what you're up to?
I am going to build this commercial sailing ship with 1 wood.
Okay. Ooh, that's another boat.
It's
come sail away, come sail away, come sail. That would be illegal.
There
we go. That is legal. All right, so now she gets to start at the bottom card. What's your bottom card do for you?
Sell stone for 4 gold each. So I'm going to do that.
I wish I had that. All this stone I got producing over here.
Yes. I'm not producing anything, so there you go.
Okay.
And then I don't have any wood to sell, which is the next one, so
okay, so
that's it.
You're all finished up then?
Yes.
All right, so I need to decide, is this thing really worth building? I don't think it is. So I think I'm just... I'm just going to get rid of this, okay? So I'm going to appease the yellow god. Oh, yellow god, all full of science and knowledge. So this...
Minerva, I believe.
Is that Minerva? Yes. So Minerva allows me to draw 1 card additional for every card I've discarded. So not only do I get to draw my 5, but then I get to draw an extra one as well. So that gives me a total of 6 cards this time. So let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's hard to do this with 1 hand. 6. Okay, back to you, Carmen. I hope you know what you're up to. So.
Well, I'm not real happy with what I've got going on here. And I'm kind of low on resources. So I think I'm going to invoke Jupiter with 3 cards.
Whoa, no way! So Jupiter will allow her to he's like the wild card.
He'll let me do anything.
Yeah, he'll let you do anything.
I'm going to do the trade house one. Which will give me a trade house.
Which will give you a trade house, that
And
is right.
3 resources of my choice, and I just, we should probably take 1 of each. That I don't already have. So there you go. And then I draw 4 cards.
All right. So I am having a hard time here with this. I know I want to build this one right here because this is good because I've already got 3 green cards already down. And this yellow building will allow me to gain VP based upon how many green cards I've played. So that one's a good one. Unfortunately, the problem is that now you can substitute 4 gold for a resource. Now, I've got the stone, but I just don't have the wheat. So unfortunately, and I don't have enough money either. I need some money. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. Why don't we take this one right here, which I'm not crazy about getting rid of this one, unfortunately, because I do need to get some boats out. But we are going to get rid of that one for sure, and we're going to try to invoke the gods. So let's keep that one right there, and let's look at these other ones here real quick. Let's do that one. Let's do, oh man, that's really a good one too. Let's do that one, and oh boy, they really played off each other. Let's just do them all. And you can't just hoard cards. You just got to understand that you just have to cycle through them. So I am going to invoke the blue god, and I'm going to get 8 money because that's what he does. For every card you discard, you get that much money. Plus, I'm going to gain an additional boat. We got boats. We got boats at Tentacle Marine. Okay, Carmen, it is your turn, and let me get the rest of my money. Put it over here, and then I also get to draw back up to 5. So I've only got 2, so I need 3 more. Okay, Carmen?
Okay, I'm going to play this card.
Is that another trade house?
It
Sweet.
is.
Okay. Where are you going to put it?
I need to spend wood, which once again, I get distracted because the wood's not green. It's green on the card.
I pointed that out in the very first game we played.
And I was like, it's not a big deal.
And ever since you've been befuddled.
I can't build there. Oh, shoot.
Yep, that
ruins my plans.
That is called cheating, but you could build here. Is that what you want to try to do, a swamp?
I do want to do a swamp.
Well, just go here. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing, and you could go here too. So there's
I'll just go.
Gonna go mountains. Okay.
There, I guess.
All right. So the first thing she gets to do is activate her first trade house. What's that do?
Choose a forest with one of your production buildings. Earn 1 wood for each building in this forest.
Nice. So what she wants to do is start putting more buildings and build more in here, but I don't think she expected that barbarian camp to get surrounded so quickly.
Earn 2 wood is the next one for each production building in a forest.
Nice, nice. So really, if you build a production building right here in this spot, you're going to gain a ton of wood. All right, so maybe I should take a moment to look at my cards here real quick. So I am thinking...
So maybe I should have put it there.
Well, maybe you should have, but it's a little too late because it's my turn now. So I am thinking maybe we should do this one now, okay? So this is going to require 3 money, which I do have the money, but it's also going to require a wheat, which I don't have the wheat, unfortunately. So let me see if I got enough. I can substitute the 4 for the wheat. Okay, so that's no problem. I've got the stone. And then I would have to have the 3 money, which I do have a 5 here. So I'm going to turn that in for 2 money. Get that back. I'm going to put that up there over here with this. And let's just turn all this stuff in here too. I'm going to hand that to you if you could separate that up over there for me. And then, no, I need you to take that too. All right, so we're going to take this one. This is a science building. Science dance. Science dance. And then we're going to take our science building and we're going to place it onto the board. Let's see, where do we want to put our science? Science. You know what? If I remember correctly, I believe that the mountain, it says that for each building on that mountain. So if I put this one on that spot, that means I would be earning more stone, which it's not always that bad, right? I think let's just do that. Let's just get more stone. And what I really need to do is get a card like what she had where I could sell that stone. That would have been perfect. So now what I do is I activate this card and it says I earn 1 victory point per green card you have played in your tableau. I has 1, 2, 3 of those green cards. So guess what? I earned 3 victory points. And I'm going to put those victory points over here. And oh, let's turn these upside down so Carmen doesn't see them. Stop looking at my victory points. Okay, so it goes back to Carmen. And what you up to?
Well, I guess I'll just do this. I don't know.
That's a grand decision. Grand.
So I'm going to build this galley.
In the galley.
It's going to cost a wood and a wheat.
Oh, this is really good.
I'm going to spend gold for the wood and then a wheat.
Okay.
And galley's going to go here.
Uh-oh, we almost got this thing completely surrounded, don't we?
Okay. So I start at the bottom here.
Yep, so you work your way up.
Stone for 4 gold each, so my stone goes over here, I grab 4 gold.
And what's your next one there?
Sell wood for 4 gold each, so my wood goes over here.
And
I grab 12 gold.
Least. Oh, then you can buy resources. And fantastic.
Buy up to 3 resources of your choice for 1 gold each.
Boy, that was in a great order for you.
Let's see. What do I need to buy?
Shoot. I can't do this one.
Clay.
I need that. That stinks. Can't do that one. Can't do it. Well, I could do that one.
I don't know what I need. Let's see.
We should do this one next. Okay. There we go. And then we'll see what comes. Okay, so while you're deciding on your resources, I'm going to go ahead and take my turn if that's all right. All right, so I'm going to now build another science building, and this is a school, and this will just require 1 brick, which I've got that brick. I got that brick, man. Okay, now I'll take my little science building, and I'm going to place it right here. That's a good spot, right, Carmen? Yeah, that's a good spot. Okay, so now what we do is we work our way up. And it says, first off, earn 1 VP per green card you have played in your tableau. Well, guess what? That's another 3 victory points for me. Swing! That's how it works, man. You just keep working the same row over and over. Then it says, draw 1 card per region with at least 2 buildings of your color. Well, what do we got here? We've got 2 in there, and we got 2 in there, so I get to gain 2 cards. Flip, flip. All right. So then now it goes back to Carmen, and it is Jilton.
I'm going to build this brewery for 3 gold and a clay.
This one's really good.
So my brewery's going to go right there.
Oh, that's it. Instantly we score this because we do have a military unit and it is surrounded. So Carmen gains those 6 victory points.
Much.
Now the game's going to end once this pile and that pile's removed, or once all 4 of these temples have been built, which we haven't built any temples, but they'll be coming here soon.
Okay, so my brewery says gain 3 gold per region that you occupy with at least 2 buildings, so I'm going to gain 3 gold.
Okay. All right. Are you all finished up then?
Yes.
All right, so I am thinking I really need to build this one now, okay? So we are going to build the brewery ourselves, and that will require 1 piece of brick. And so now it says, first we'll take our building, we'll place it. Oh God, I need 5 buildings in the same spot. That's not going to be easy. Let's just place it right here and we'll work on our 5 buildings right there. Okay, so unfortunately it will not give me anything yet because I didn't realize, I thought that was 3 buildings. The other one, you get 5 gold per 3 building. For some reason I got them confused, but once I get 5 buildings there, that will be fantastic. So, okay, Carmen, back at you. Pikachu. Let me see what's this one. Oh, I like that. That is bad. That is so very bad. Okay, so we need to start getting some military.
Then I'm going to have to do something with this card. So what should I do?
Die. You shall die.
I will...
I'm going to, I think, get rid of this one.
Do this one first, I guess.
What I got here?
I'm trying to determine what difference that makes.
So to be able to build temples, it requires 1 of each type of resource.
That's what I'm building right now.
Oh, are you?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh.
So I put my stone, my wheat. I pay for the wood, and then I'm going to pay for the clay, which, yeah, I should have done that differently.
Now, one thing about a temple is it always has to be placed in a region that you occupy. So she can't place the temple here. Even though it's adjacent, it has to go in a region that she occupies. And let's say, like, if this wasn't here and she put the temple here, she would not be able to move this military unit out of here unless there was an additional building, as long as the temple was there. So, but as it is, yes, she'd be free to move it. So, all right. So, where are you going to place your temple at?
I don't think it really matters.
Is this the one I was getting rid of?
I guess I'll just put it...
What was the other one?
Well,
kind of like that one better.
I'll put it there.
And then we're going to keep on. Let me see. Okay. So you got your temple on the board. So if 3 more get placed on, that would be the end of the game. So I'm thinking about getting rid of 1 of these. You know what? Let's do it. Let's just get rid of all of them. Okay. So I am going to do a military action. Appease the military god, and then draw up 4 new cards. Put those into here, and I get to gain 3 buildings of my choice. So I'm going to get a military, I'm going to gain a science, and then I'm going to gain a trade house. That way I've got 1 of each of them, just in case, cover my butt. So, all right, Carmen, back at you.
Okay, I'm going to have to use this to invoke Jupiter. So, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
It's gonna check that. I got that. Okay.
I could get another boat, which is probably not a bad idea. That would give me...
Oh, that's not too shabby.
2 gold. I don't really need 2 gold.
Okay.
So
this is a good possibility. Oh, gosh. So, did you decide what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm just going to grab a boat.
Okay.
And then I just draw my cards.
Okay, so... Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, I need to figure out what I'm building here real quick. So let's see if we can do this one. All right, so I am going to do another military. And that's going to cost me 1 stone. We got the stones to do this. And where you're going to place our military... Let's put it right here at the moment, okay? And you'll see why that's not going to be a big deal. All right, so the very first thing we do is we say choose 1 of your armies, still 2 gold from each opponent occupying at least 1 region adjacent to your army. So we are, I would like my gold, please. Thank you.
2 gold?
2 gold. Thank you. All right, next we move it on up and we say move 1 of your armies 0 to 4 regions. It can traverse enemy or barbarian lands regions without stopping, blah, 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 blah. So, okay.
Blah, blah, blah,
so,
blah.
This guy's really not doing me any good anymore over here. So, I'm just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to pop him right there. Okay. Spicy. Okay, next, but not least, is this one says gain 4 gold per barbarian village, besides which you have at least 1 army. I have 1 here, and I have 1 here. Now, mind you, that's active barbarian army villages, okay? So if, like with Carmen here, if she had gotten that, she would not get anything for that because that one's not active anymore. All right, so that ends my turn. Carmen, it is back to you. And
okay, I'm going to build this small production building.
oh boy, is that another production building?
Which just costs 1 gold, which is a steal.
Yeah, that is.
I'm going to stick it right there in the swamp area.
You stick it there.
Then my sawmill is going to earn 1 wood. My cooperative is going to earn 2 wood.
That one's pretty good.
And I'm going to earn 1 stone for my small production building.
All right. And does that do it for you then?
That's it.
All right. So I'm going to choose between one. So gain 2 buildings per region with at least 3 buildings of your color. I think I can do this, but it's only going to... that's going to be tough. Activate 1 red card in your tableau. I kind of like that one a little bit better. Okay, so let's do this. Let's... That one's going to be more expensive. This one will be easier to build. Let's just do this one. Okay, so we are going to build this one, and that's going to take 1 clay. So we'll pay the clay. Pay the clay. Ooh, I just made a wrap. And so now we're going to place this science building someplace. So let's just place it right here. And now we are going to activate. So this one says earn 1 VP per green card you have played in your tableau. So 3. So 3 more victory points for moi. So we'll put this over there. I'm sure Carmen's getting sick of seeing that. This one here says draw 1 card per region with at least 2 buildings of your colors. So what do we got here? 1, 2, 3. So that allows me then to draw 1, 2, and then 3 cards. Last but not least, this one says gain 2 buildings per region with at least 3 buildings of your color. So that means that, like this one here, I've got 3 buildings in this area. So now I get to gain 2 buildings, which means I get to gain them from over here and then place them over here. So I'm going to gain, I think, let's just do a military and a science. But you know what? I probably could look at my new cards that I drew before I do that. So, and let's do that just to make sure that that's a good idea. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go military and science. Science! And we'll place those there and place that there. Now it goes back to you. Carmen, you know what you're up to?
Well, I'm going to put a boat on. I'm just not sure where.
Sailing, sailing, la 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 la.
Okay, so I'm going to do this small port, which costs me 4 gold because I don't have any clay, and it costs me a stone.
Okay.
And it's going to go here.
Where did you can't put it there.
It'll go here.
There, that's a little bit better. I was like, what are you trying to pull, lady?
I don't know.
Okay. Are you all finished then?
So now I do my actions. I sell stone for 4 gold each. I don't have any stone. I sell wood for 4 gold each. So I'm going to sell 2 wood. Why not? And that'll give me 4 gold each.
Man, you got so many boat cards. That's awesome. You're really stacking those abilities.
Okay. Then I can buy up to 3 resources of my choice for 1 gold each. So I'm going to buy 3 stone.
Okay.
And then I can sell up to 6 stone for 1 VP each. So I'm just going to trade these in for 3 VP.
Nice work, nice work. Okay, so for me, I am going to build this one right here, which is another trade house. That's only costing me 1 coin to build, man. Talk about a steal. So let's throw that up over there. And let's get our little trade house. Where do we want to put you, man? We can't put it here, here, or here. So let's put it right here next to that soldier. That kind of makes sense. Because worst case scenario, if she marches a soldier up like here, or she could even possibly put a soldier in here. At least then I'd maybe beat her out by majority of buildings surrounding the barbarian camp. Now I get to activate all these bad boys, man. Now that's where it gets fun. So first off, I get to choose a mountain, and I get 1 stone for each building in that mountain region. So I get 2 stone for this one right here. Let's put that stone over there with my other stone. I got lots of stone. And then next, this one here says, earn 2 clay for each of your production buildings built on a swamp. I think I only have the one here, so that would be 2 clay. So let's grab the 2 clay. We'll put it down over here. Next, we've got another one. It says choose a swamp, and you get to generate a clay. So, well, we got that one right there. We just did it once. Let's do it twice. 3 times a lady. This one here says precisely one of your production buildings produces 1 resource associated with its region. Now, this is where it's a little bit more tricky because I do have 1 on the wood and I do have 1 on the food. So, Carmen, feel free to start taking your turn. I'm going to have to check to see if I need a wood or a food, and that's all I'm up to here. So, ooh, I'm thinking I might do...
Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm doing at this point.
That's okay.
I would like to get
I'm gonna go with
buildings, I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. So this is the one I think I'm going to go with.
So I think I'm just going to invoke Jupiter with these 3 cards. And that way I can get more buildings. So I'm going to get another boat.
So you're invoking the red god then with Jupiter?
Yeah, I'm going to...
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Okay. And then you got a boat. And then while you're doing that, I'll just proceed with what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I just get 2 more buildings and draw my cards.
Okay, so I am going to use the commercial port. Finally, I'm going to get my first boat out here on the water. About time, right? So this is going to cost a wood and then 3 money. So wood and then 1, 2, 3. Oops. When we get that. Whoop, there we go. Put that up over there. Put our wood there. All right. So now let's put a boat onto the water. So now this is going to say sell up to 2 lots of clay and wheat. Well, unfortunately, I don't have any wheat. But I could use money to probably substitute. No, I don't think I can for that, unfortunately. So a boat, man, if I put a boat here, that would be pretty sweet because that means we just have to fill up these 2 spots and then that victory points here would be claimed. But if I put it down here, yeah, I think I am. I'm just going to place it right there. And then, Carmen, it is your turn. So let's see what we want to do next, guys. Shh. We got to be secret about this stuff. I kind of like this one here. This one isn't too bad. Now, remember, you can always substitute money for resources. So I could technically do this. And if I did, oh, boy. Oh, I could do this. I could do this. We are so doing this one next. Floop. Yes, trust me, this is going to be awesome. I love this idea. Love this idea. All right, so Carmen stalled out a bit, but she's ready to go. What you going to do?
I'm going to play this card and build a boat.
We got boats,
boats. There's really no good spot for me to put a boat. And I could put one here. I could pay 3 VP to put it over here. But
yes, you can.
What would the point be if paying 3, if, you know, you're only going to gain 3 if you win that?
Yeah, I mean? You would have to try to get one of your military onto that boat and then try to hopefully...
But then what would be the point? I guess because then you wouldn't get those points. I don't know.
There's always that.
Okay, so I will put my boat here. Whatever. That cost me a wood and 3 gold.
I wouldn't have paid the VP, just so you know, to do that.
3 V. Yeah.
Nah.
Okay. So this is going to be some finagling. I don't have anything to sell, so these 2 don't do anything. Buy up to 3 resources of your choice for 1 gold each. Well, I do have 3 gold.
You do have 3 gold.
So we'll put the 3 gold over here. I'm going to take a clay and a stone, which now I need 1 other resource. I guess I'm going to have to go with wood. Okay. And then sell up to 6 stone for 1 VP each. Sell up to 2 lots of 1 clay and 1 stone. Each lot earns you 3 VP. So I'm going to do that. Get 3 VP.
Good work. Okay. You all finished up?
That is it.
All right. So I am going to build another science building. So, and then I've got everything already set up over here. So it's going to cost me 4 money to represent the piece of wood that I don't have, and then an additional 3 money as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then the clay as well. So I'm going to pop all this stuff over to here if I could get my fingers wrapped around it all, and plop, and then we'll take those 2. Okay, now let's take our science building. Here's what's going to be awesome. I'm going to build the science building right here.
No!
Okay? No!
There, now
this is where it gets good. Okay.
Now I'm gonna do nothing.
Now we start at the bottom. It says earn 1 VP for each green card. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna take a 5-er. Let's see if I got a 1-er. There we go. Put that back. Unless Carmen doesn't notice, then I'll keep it. Okay. Next, it says here that Draw one card per region with at least 2 buildings of your color. So, what do we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many cards would that be? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, I am rocking it. Next, this says here, gain 2 buildings per region with at least 3 buildings of your color. So I think we only have 1 still. That would be 1. So let's take a building. What do we want, guys? I'm thinking, let's go trade house this time. Well, let's see what we actually drew. That'd be smart. Ooh, well, look at that. Yeah, we're going to go trade house. I just solved it right there, didn't it? Okay, next, this is the good one. Activate 1 red card from your tableau. Oh, well, what do we have over here? I don't know. We could gain gold for barbarians. Well, that would be sweet, wouldn't it? But I'm thinking we should do temporary camps. Move one of your armies 0 to 4 regions. Well, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Fwing! This is mine. Sweet. That was beautiful. I thought it was a good move. I don't think she approved of it, but I thought it was quite beautiful.
That ruins my plans altogether.
Everything ruined.
Completely. I was going to move him here, and then I was going to use a card to steal the VP.
You know,
so that, yeah.
This bunch of woulda, coulda, shoulda. It sounds like it was 1 turn too late. These science buildings are just, oh my god, they're going nuts for me. Now, last game, what was funny is I built a bunch of these civil buildings, and I had just, oh my god, I was getting VP out the wazoo, which, if you ever seen my wazoo, I mean, it was a lot of VP. Okay, so I'm going to look through here, see what I'm going to plan out next. I think I'm going to want to build one of these. Ooh. That's not too shabby, right? That's
all right, if it's my turn, I'm going to play my card. I'm going to build a trading post.
Okay.
That cost me 1 wood, and it's going to go right here.
Okay.
Then I gain 3 gold per region that I occupy with at least 2 buildings. I do have a region, 2 of them actually, so that's going to be 6 gold.
Mm-hmm.
And now I don't have a region with a field because I was going to put it there, but, you know, you took it.
I did take it, didn't I? Okay, y'all finished?
Yes.
Okay, I am going to play this one, and that cost me just 1 money. So 1 money, go to the bank. And now what I am going to do is I'm going to take a trade house, and I get to place it onto the board. Where do we want to place you, trade house? Let's place you right here. Okay, so now what I get to do is I start from the very bottom. So I get to produce 1 stone for each building on this here. So there's 2 stone. Floop, floop. All right. Next, man, if I could get something that could work off stone, that'd be amazing. 2 clay for each building in a swamp area. So I only have this one here, so that's 2 clay. So let's grab that. Floop, floop. Next, this one here is saying that precisely 1 of your production buildings produces 1 resource associated with its region. Let's go... Oops, sorry, skipped one here. First we do another clay, then we'd go to that one. So we're going to go clay, and then we're going to go wood. And then I'm thinking, let's check here. You could go ahead and take your turn, hun. I'm just going to look through these here. Yep, we're going to go with this here. So, wheat. All right, Carmen.
Well, I just realized I don't have anywhere to move that army because I would need boats.
Yeah,
I've used all of my boats.
You do have all your boats out, don't you?
They're all out. So there's no way for me to put anyone next to that camp now.
Nope. Nope.
I was planning on putting him next to this camp to steal the VP from it, but you ruined my plans. Ruined, I'm telling you.
I love ruining plans. I'm a plan ruiner.
I guess I'll just...
Okay, I know what I want to do next.
Get rid of these.
Oh, wait, that's different than what I expected. Hang on.
I will invoke the... Whatever this god is, it gives me victory points. So,
okay.
Get 2 victory points. One of these little doom or floppy buildings and 5 cards.
Okay. Okay, I am thinking I'm going to go with this next. Where'd it go? Nah, do I want to do... Nah, let's go with this one. All right, so I am going to build a temple. So we're going to place that right there, and then that's going to cost me 1 of each resource. So 1 of each resource, get into my palm. So there we go. Put that there. We'll put that there. Put that there. Next, this says that at the end of the game, I want to gain 4 victory points per mountain area that I control. And currently right now I just have 2, so it'd be worth 8 points. So I get to place this onto the board, and we're going to place it right there. All right, Carmen, back to you, gal. Okay, so I need to look at these. I know what I think I want to do.
I am not doing too well. I mean, I could gain a bunch of gold. I don't know what good that's going to do me.
That's not good. Okay, so I don't want to do that one. Okay, I do have the
I guess I'll
so
do
let's
it
put that
for
right there for now.
no reason. So
No reason.
pay 4 instead of wood. And put this somewhere. Where am I going to put this?
I think I know what I'm going to do next turn. Let's keep that one. Let's keep those two. Okay.
Put that over there.
All right. So you're all finished then?
No.
Oh, well. I was
Gain
hoping
3
you would.
gold per region that you occupy with at least 2 buildings. So that's 3 regions.
Yep. That'd be six monies?
No,
Or is it 3 gold or is it 2 gold? I'm sorry.
Gain 3 gold.
Oh, 9
So
monies
it's
then.
9
Nice.
monies.
Math is hard.
Okay. And then gain 3 gold per field, but I don't have any fields. Gain 3 gold per swamp that you occupy.
You've got one
I've got
here.
3.
2. Wow.
So
Nice.
9 more. So I'll just take a 10 and put that back. And that's it for that turn.
Okay, so I am going to discard
Lots of gold.
all 3 of those cards, and I am going to invoke my Trade House God, I think. Let me double check that real fast. Yeah, so the Trade House God. So I'm going to gain 3 resources of my choice, and I want 2 wood and a food. Boy, my belly's growling. I am hungry. So now I draw up to 3 cards. So Carmen, back at you.
Okay, I don't know what I want. Let's see. Is anything going to help me?
This is really good, guys.
That lets me draw cards.
See that right there?
Okay.
Okay.
Draw 2 cards. Yeah, so I'll build this. I'm going to have to pay gold instead of resources because I don't have any
At
resources.
least you had plenty of gold, though.
So I'm going to put this somewhere. Draw 2 cards with at least, 3 buildings. So I need 3 buildings.
You could do it right here. That would give you 3. Right there with that one, that would give you 3.
No, I can't put it there because that's
Oh, that would be cheating, right?
Yeah.
Right here,
yeah.
that'd give you 3.
Okay. So gain 1 building per region with at least 2 buildings of your color. So that's 3 buildings that I gain. I don't know if that's really going to help me any. But whatever. I will get 3 buildings. Okay. Draw 2 cards per region with at least, so I only draw 2 cards. Now that stinks. Okay.
Are you all finished?
I am all finished, and I just drew 2 military cards.
Did you really? Is that bad or good?
That's really bad.
Oh, yeah?
It's not going to do me any good at all.
Man, I might go with this one now, guys. Okay, I'm going to build another temple. So, yes, I can do that. Okay, so to build your second temple, you have to have at least 1 card of each color here in the tableau. If you don't, then you can't do it. Now, for me to be able to build a third temple, I'd have to have 2 cards in each area here, but I don't have that. So that's going to cost me 1 of each resource again. And then this temple is saying that at the end of the game, gain 4 VP per temple you have constructed. So that's going to be 8 victory points right there for me at the end of the game. So now let's put a temple on the board. Let's put you right here, I guess. That's a good spot, whatever.
He's having fun dragging out the game and getting more VP every turn.
I'm not necessarily dragging it out. I'm just doing what I can do. There's a difference. Okay, so go ahead. Back to you.
My cards totally stink. I'm probably going to have to waste my temple card now.
Okay, so
that
let's
really
see.
upsets me.
We should have what we need for that one, but we just don't have the stupid building. What do we got here?
Okay, so...
Boy, if I just had 1 more stupid gold. If I had 4 gold, I could do this. That would have been awesome.
I'm just going to invoke Jupiter with all these cards. 2,
So I
3,
think-
4, 5 cards.
Oh, I know what I'll do. Let me see. Can I? Darn it. No, I can't
I'm going to get resources for that.
do it. Shoot. If I could get gold or if I could get resources, I could end this game. Unfortunately, I can't. Shoot. That stinks. Because I want to keep this. So you invoked Jupiter, is that what you said?
Yep.
Okay. So what I am thinking about doing is maybe this one, but I can't. Oh my god, I can't. Shoot. Okay, so...
Hopefully I drew a good card because I got rid of a good card in order to do this.
So I am going to do this. I'm going to do this one. I'm going to just discard it. And I am going to gain a building. I'll gain a science building. Okay, Carmen, back at you.
Shoot. the wrong resource. That is frustrating.
Yes, it is. Okay. Let me see here now. Man, I got decisions to make. What was that one? Why did I do that? Can I do that? I can't even do that. Why did I do that? I'm always doing this stupid stuff. Okay, so I can't do that one yet. Can't do that one.
Okay,
Oh, God, I really messed up.
I guess
That was
I
a
will
stupid turn.
do-
I really messed up. Darn it.
I'll just build another temple.
Oh, well, that's going to be it then. Okay, so Carmen will build another temple, which she gets to place somewhere on the board, which, man, I can't believe I screwed that up on that last turn so badly. So what happens is that I'm going to get one more turn, okay? Then she gets one more turn, and then I also still get one more turn. I know that sounds a little goofy, but that way everybody still at least gets an equal amount of turns. Now, what I am thinking I would really like to do is to try... Oh, man, I really needed money. I really, really needed money. So I've got this turn and then one more after this. If I can just try to generate some resources somehow or some money, that would be fantastic. But I just don't know how I'm going to do it. All right, so we're going to do this. We're going to discard both of these, I think. Let me think about that again real quick. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to do opposite. We're going to do it this way. And we're going to use this as a wild, and then we're going to invoke this one right here, which would be the money god. So that'll give me 4 money. So that's what I'm going to have to do. So 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Put that over here. Okay. And it allows me to get another boat, which that ain't going to help. So Carmen, you got one more action and one more turn, and then that's it for you.
I'm going to build this Brickmakers Guild. That's going to cost me 9 gold. Ooh. So, there we go.
Okay, so I can do this now if I wanted.
Then we start at the bottom. Gain 3 gold per region that you occupy with at least 2 buildings. Oh, wait. I gotta put this on. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3. So that's 9 gold. Gain 3 gold per field. Don't have a field. Gain 3 gold per swamp that you occupy. That is another 9 gold. So
wow, I can't believe I drew so many of these trade house buildings. They're no good to me at all. So we're going to have to do this one.
And then gain 1 VP per swamp that you occupy. So that's going to be 3 VP.
And then you all finished up?
Well, I'm wondering if I can spend my gold on resources just...
Only when you're purchasing a building.
Okay.
Okay, so now I am going to build a laboratory. So that's going to cost me 2 money, a wood, and a brick. So a wood, a brick, and 2 money. And this will be my last action I get to do for this game. So let's make this bad boy count. So let's put our science building on. We'll just plop it right there. It doesn't really matter anymore. All right, so let's start at the bottom and work up. So I gain 1 VP per green card. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 VP to me. That's right, man. I've been rocking that. Next, this one here says draw 1 card per region at least. See, I don't need to draw cards because this game's over. I don't need to gain buildings. Possibly would moving military benefit me in the slightest? I don't think so, so I don't really see why that's necessary. But I get to activate any red card, so I could gain 4 money, but let's steal 2 gold from Carmen instead. No, that ain't going to make any difference. Actually, neither one of them are going to make a difference because you'll still have majority in the gold anyways. So if I could have stole VP, that would have been a little bit different. All right, so last but not least, it says activate 1 green card in your tableau. I don't see any that are going to give me victory points, but there might be one that could help me win on resources because whoever has majority of resources at the end. So I'm going to grab, it looks like, a piece of... what do I need here? It's the, it's not stone. I need a piece of wood, and then that'll guarantee that I get 2 victory points for that. Okay, so here's what we do. First up, we would add up our victory points that we have gained from throughout the game itself. Okay, so that's all. Well, this is actually a pretty poor game I had here, to be honest with you. And next, what we do is we get victory points from our temples. So this one here said at the end of the game, gain 4 VP per mountain that you occupy. So I occupied 2 mountain regions, so I'm going to gain 8 additional victory points. So let's just grab a tenner, and I'm sure that I could make change for that. So there we go. Let's put those 2 back. All right, next. This one here says, at the end of the game, gain 4 BP per temple. And I've constructed 2 of those, so that'd be an additional 8. So let's grab another tenner. Put that over there. Let's put 2 back. All right. So now what we do is we do majority. All right, so first off, let's do our resources. I've got more brick than Carmen, I've got more wood than Carmen, and I've also got more stone, but Carmen has more wheat. So I would gain 2, 4, 6. Then she also has majority in money, so she'll gain 4 victory points, and then I would gain 6 victory points for that. So 5, 6, and that's it. So now what we do is we just add up our points and we see what we came up with. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 55 for me. What did you end up with?
47.
Woo! Good game, good game. Mind you, our last score that we did, I was 76 to your 68 or something like that. So this is actually kind of a low-scoring game for us. So what do we think of this game? Well, guys, come on. You got to go check out our quick review, and we're going to sit down. We're going to talk about what we think of this game. Until then, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.